This Women's History Month, we're highlighting stories in our community. 104 years ago, the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution granted women the right to vote.
Yeah, and seldom, though, do we get to hear about what it actually took for women to get that right through the women's suffrage movement. Some of their stories will come to life on stage tomorrow and Saturday.
Jessica Guay tells us how the Proclamations of Courage II concert recounts major moments in the long fight for women's suffrage.
Telling the unsung stories of the struggle and triumph during the women's suffrage movement through songs, narrations, and images. During the concert, Proclamations of Courage II this weekend, Bella Voce will perform Suffrage Cantata by composer Andrea Ramsey.
It's really names of individuals who are involved, quotes of their speeches, but it's done, the lyrics are all from the words of suffragists.
Craig Cannon founded Bella Voce 12 years ago. He says the all-female choir's mission is to connect song and community. This is video from their 2022 performance. The 60-plus member chorus will perform songs of empowerment, while Lynn Hayes Freeland narrates stories of women's long fight to establish the 19th Amendment, including Susan B. Anthony.
And though she did not live to see the day women could vote, she knew that day would come.
And others who you may not have learned about in school: Ida B. Wells, Alice Paul, Mabel Ping-Wah Lee, and Pittsburgh native Daisy Lampkin.
Women marching was a radical ideal.
Singer and board chair Doris Zoraka says it's a powerful experience.
There are some snippets of this piece that really speak to me. For example, it says, one day the women got tired enough to move. And I love that play on words that, they were tired enough to move forward with trying to get the right to vote.
The composer wrote in her notes she learned women silenced other women, and in some instances, leading white suffragists would omit the efforts of suffragists of color from historical records.
And so these are stories that we don't hear. These are not recorded in the history books, but the composer spent a lot of time studying this, looking and researching it.
There's no cost to see the showings on Friday in Duquesne and on Saturday in East Liberty.
I know in history class growing up, I didn't learn about this stuff. So we need to educate people, and that's what Andrea Ramsey did with this piece.
Teaching why it's important to keep telling and singing the stories of women who lit the flame that gave women the right to vote.
The final words are lifting as we climb, as if to say, this isn't done. We still have more work to do.
Jessica Guay, KDKA News.
And there are two opportunities to see the concert Proclamations of Courage II. Tomorrow at 7:30 at Duquesne City School in Duquesne, and Saturday at 3 o'clock at Pentecostal Temple Church in East Liberty.